week 1 of the Mykonos diet. Might get a better name for that, but 9 weeks of dieting before I have a stag do in Mykonos for my mate Jake. Stag do, really looking forward to it. 16 of us taking it back, proper lads holiday, although it's not lads in Mykonos, is it? Full of fucking posh geezers who wear them or take out them silly wash bags, isn't it? But I'm sure it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. So I thought I'll get myself nice and lean for the holiday. Why not? Perfect timing for summer as well. And I've been in my gaining phase for around 5 months now. Been a decent push-up building phase since I actually broke my wrist. So I started this in around November time, really, and I actually done a bit of a diet when I had a broken wrist. So I did actually get to the end of that diet whilst I weren't training properly, feeling incredibly skinny, as you can tell by these photos. So now I think I've done an half decent job. So I think it's perfect timing, really. Go into a bit of a diet, go and push it for 8-9 weeks, and then I can continue building pretty much for the majority of this year. So in terms of my dieting, I like to do it quick, aggressive, get in, get out. None of this sustainable bollocks, because I don't want to be wasting time. And look, I understand why people might want to go sustainable, because obviously you can still afford to maybe have a takeaway on the weekend. You can afford to go out a little bit more, and you can have a few extra beers or a normal weekend with the boys if you're doing a sustainable approach. But doing it sustainably don't really get you anywhere. What you're getting out of potentially losing maybe 1 to 2 kg in that time, and not even really seeing much of a difference, and it's going to take a lot longer, a hell of a lot longer. Because in reality, I'm aiming for around 6 to 8-ish kg drop off, depending on how I look getting to that point. If I did that sustainably, that would take me God knows how long, 3 months, 4 months maybe, and it would get boring. I'd get bored. I wouldn't want to do it forever. I'd want to give up quicker. So for me, it's all about get in, get lean, look good, and get out again. And that's all I'm trying to do. And I think it's the best approach. So I ain't going to be messing about during this diet, and I'll go as aggressive as I can from the start. If I can then introduce a little bit more food later down the line, perfect. But I'd rather pretty much be in the position I want to be in for the holiday earlier than panicking 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, feeling like I've got to do or I haven't done enough work. So for me, it's all about go in, get aggressive, and get out again. And I think the way to do it is obviously building momentum. So going aggressive with it is going to build momentum. Let me turn into this tight spot. Going aggressive with it is obviously going to build the momentum quicker, which is obviously going to help increase motivation. Because if you're seeing a difference week to week, you're seeing the scales change pretty nicely week to week, you're seeing your progress pictures change from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 to week 6 very well, and you're actually seeing a difference in your body, you're seeing yourself look a bit leaner, you're seeing some visible abs, you're seeing a bit more definition, you've got more chance of seeing it through. Where if you're doing it sustainably, 6 weeks in, you're hardly seeing any difference at all. It's going to want to make you give up, and it's going to make you think there's no point. So for me, it's all about going aggressive and getting the most out of it, and getting out of a diet as quick as possible as well, because no one wants to be dieting for long. I certainly don't. I don't like dieting. Dieting's not fun. It's not meant to be fun. It's not meant to be something that you do for that long. So for me, the quickest I can get out of a diet, the better, and the quicker I can get back into a building phase where I can eat more food, I can concentrate on performance, I can then be a bit more flexible because I've got more calories to play with. I'd rather sit in that position for the majority of the year than being in a position where I've got to cut calories back and I'm having to be absolutely on point with everything. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Nothing complicated. I've slashed my calories, aiming for around, I'm starting off at around 1900 to 2000, seeing how I get on. I think that'll be a decent deficit for me. I'm going to be aiming for 7,500 steps a day to start off with, because I'll be honest, my steps ain't been great this year. My averages have been about 6,000, so to up it to 7,500 to start off with is a bit more realistic for me at the moment. Sticking to my 4 gym sessions a week, just about to finish the football season. So once football ends, I will introduce some more cardio. So one of my go-tos is a step-up machine, just because I feel like you get more out of it. I'll just literally prop up a YouTube video or a Netflix episode of something, and I'll just smash out 20-30 minutes, box off a fair amount of calories. I am actually thinking about getting back to doing some sort of sprints, hill sprints and stuff. I usually do it pre-season for football, and this year I've been slacking. I've been feeling quite heavy on the pitch. Can't get around as quick as I feel like I used to. Maybe I'm just getting old and I've had a lot of injuries, but I feel like that will be another part of my cardio, because I'd prefer doing that. I prefer going to do some hill sprints than going to do a 10k run. I don't really enjoy road running, so I'd rather go and do something I actually enjoy. So that's something I'll probably look at introducing once my football's done. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what I can get out of this dieting phase. Gonna go and smash a gym session today. Got Arsenal to watch tonight. Champions League quarter-finals against Sporting. Fucking big day. Big first week on the diet. Let's have it. Let's go. Sweet. Hope you can hear me. The gym's fucking world out today. Like a quick gym session, going for a plate loaded lat pull down, leg press. I'm going to do a single arm row on the cable machine. I'm going to do some behind the head neck presses, some leg extensions and some cable dips to finish with. So a nice little full body session getting done today. Feeling alright with my training at the moment, so hoping that this continues even in this dieting phase, just trying to time my carbs around my training as much as possible so my performance in the gym don't drop off. So if I'm training early in the morning, I'll carb up the night before, have something small just before I train, like a banana with a little bit of honey, put some honey in a black coffee. Today I've trained a little bit later, so I've actually had breakfast. I've had my lunch, which was mince and rice. So decent pre-gym fuel about 2 hours ago, and I had a small like oat cereal bar and some beetroot juice, which is a new one that I'm trying to hopefully help performance recovery, get a decent pump on in the gym. So I'm gonna smash this, see how we get on. Let's go. Wow, I feel fucking pumped. Get up there. Come on, the Arsenal. Fucking hell, no messing about tonight, man. Champions League. Let's go and get in the semis again. Let's go and get in another semi-final of the Champions League. We're 1-0 up. From the first leg, we can't be messing about at home, man. I can't deal with that. We've got a big week ahead. Win tonight. Get through to the semis of the Champions League, that's in the bag. And then, I'm gonna put this up there, it's dangling about everywhere. And then we can worry about Sunday. Going to the Etihad, shit-assing our way to a victory, big Gabby header. I can smell it. I can't take the banter anymore, man. I can't take it if we bottle it. So we need to get the first one over the line tonight, get the boys firing, get the confidence up, and then I think we'll be good for Sunday. Come on the boys. I'm looking forward to going tonight though. I don't think I've actually been a Champions League quarter-final at home in a good while, to be fair. I feel like maybe the last time I went to a Champions League quarter-final, maybe when we got spanked by Munich about 8 years ago. So looking forward to tonight, hoping for a good victory. But that was a good session of the first week into my Mykonos diet. I'm going to be the biggest, sexiest, shreddedest geezer on the island. Get up there. Get on that for a view. Absolutely beautiful morning. Arsenal through to another semi-final. Get up there, buzzing with that. Weren't the best of games, but got the job done. That's all I care about. 2 years in a row, 2 semi-finals. Anyone complaining about Arteta needs to get their head checked, because we were not getting in semi-finals for fun like this. Big game on Sunday against City. That very nervous for, but fancy us to get something, but we'll see. So I'm just out having my morning walk, morning coffee. Annoyingly, she gave me a little biscuit with my coffee, and it's really tempting, but don't really want to waste the calories, so it's sitting in my pocket at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold out to temptation. But yeah, first few days of the diet done, feeling good. Obviously spoke about going aggressive in this diet. Plan is to obviously get in and out of it as quick as I can, drop as much body fat as I can as quick as I can, and then obviously be able to go back into a building phase once my holiday's done, which will make that side of things a lot easier, especially through the summer as well. I want to feel a little bit leaner through the summer, and I will have to play around with calories, be a little bit more flexible because of England World Cups, and it obviously just being summer anyway, barbecues and parties and whatever else, beer gardens, so it's going to run perfectly for me. So little plug before I end this vlog, 8-week fat loss program starts on May the 11th. If you join, you're going to be doing exactly what I'm doing now, coming in, going aggressive, getting lean as possible, and feeling fucking good for the summer. So doors open for that on May the 1st. There's a link under this video to join the priority list. Join the priority list, you'll find out some more information, and you will be able to get early access for when doors open. But that is all about what I spoke about earlier in this video. None of that sustainable rubbish. You're going to be getting in, using that 8 weeks to go aggressive with your dieting. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, how to train properly alongside it, and get yourself looking good for the summer. And then obviously be able to be a little bit more flexible for the summer once you get to that point. So if you're interested in that, click the link in my bio, get yourself on a priority list, or send me a little message on Instagram if you've got any questions, at GeorgeOC Fitness. I'll leave it as that on my nice walk. Costa del Horn Church. Get up there, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. A bosh.